it wasn't doing it right. So some of this might not look the same way that you're normally used to, but that's okay. Oops. There we go. It was going too fast. Hey everybody, welcome to another late night piano chill stream. And today we've got this large version. And life is cool, dude. What's up, Johnny Riddlin? Hey, you stop. You stop restarting your stream. Yeah, like it was the stupid dual thing wasn't working, and then it wasn't working again. So that was annoying. Yeah. Happy today. You're awesome. What's up, JD? How you doing, brother? Let me, I gotta get the kick chat so I can see it. There we go. Had to come and bug me about it. Cool. Happy cheat day almost, Johnny Riddlin. I gotta get to the TikTok chat. Hold on a second. Couldn't see it. Yeah, buddy. We gotta turn that down. Well, at least we know the audio sounds good. Got me tabbed. Thanks, Johnny. Love you, buddy. Oh, come on, dude. This is annoying. I'll just refresh and then it will go away. The TikTok, like, captcha stupid thing. If you just refresh, it just goes away. Today we have hydromeda.org, and we have the space cookies and all sorts of cool stuff in this one. And yeah, that sounds really secure. Whoa, we just got raided. This is crazy. What the heck? Sour! Sour raid! Hi, Strat. How are you? Hi, everybody. Hi, Sour. How was your pixels and pretty and pixels and awesomeness? I saw that they made a graphic on you on your game thing, so you must have done really good. And welcome, Strat. You're awesome. My name is Biggie Dude, and I am playing the piano and talking and all sorts of cool stuff. And I'm currently streaming on Kick, Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. And I'm also playing the piano and just relaxing and chilling and stuff, you know? And it's a beautiful day. Yeah. I was really tired earlier today. I needed a nap. I just was drained. And then I watched some really cool streams. And then I walked and stuff and worked out. And then I showered because I was stinky. And then I wanted to go live because I had a lot on my mind. And I wanted to just relax and enjoy today. And so I am, you know? I hope everybody's having a good today. And life is cool, dude. Today's so nice. I went out really quickly to get some chips and some cheese and And that was cool. I get to visit my mom tomorrow, so that's really nice. Hi, Sour. How was the thingy? I'm proud of you. Yay. You're doing charity, yeah. And now you move to Kick. Oh, cool. After the party is the after party. All right, well, you have fun there, Sour Ticks. You're awesome. Our little girl's all grown up. That's so cool. And everybody, I hope that in your world that your life is going the way that you hoped it would. For me, every day is a beautiful adventure, and I get to interact with people that I vibe with and think are cool, and there's a whole lot of them, and that feels really nice. I'm really living a beautiful life right now, and I'm really just happy about that. It was weird that I felt so drained today, I think part of it was because it was like cold and rainy here. It was like 45 and raining, like almost the whole day. I think it got up to like 50 or something, but it was cold. And now I just get to relax and turn my brain off for a little bit, and that's just a beautiful thing, Oh wow, that kind of screwed up everything over there. Whenever I have streaming issues with when I'm starting a stream, it just makes it like so there's 4 things happening on YouTube and stuff. It's kind of crazy. Wait, okay, you gotta edit this. Feeling kind of peaceful right now, like a lot of peace. What's up, Cannon? How are you, dude? Hi, Ashley. How are you? I'm having a little lovely night. What's up, J Bubba? Mr. Bacon right here. What? Sorry, I was busy setting something up. I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm having a good day. I just have a lot on my mind. And that's why I do these things, to just turn off my brain and how many just relax and stuff, Frau Princess says, my mind is a little bit overwhelmed, so I'm glad you're on. I love the calming energy. Yeah, thank you so much. We kind of do that here a little bit. Cannon, I hope you're having a great today. And shout out to all the lurkers, workers, and twerkers. I hope that things are going well in your worlds. How's the chips and cheese? I enjoyed it. I even got bread too. That was kind of cool. And I made some sandwiches, and I had some egg rolls, and it was a pretty productive day. And then right up here is our hopes and dreams, and it's getting closer to us every day, just like heaven. Sounds bomb. It is bomb, you know? What's happening? Hey, Special Olympics. So, we're just chilling, having a nice little relaxing stream because I have so much on my brain right now. And I playing it out. And then I going to visit my mom tomorrow, so that's gonna be fun. I always have good times with mom. J Bubba says, whatever's on your brain, I hope it gets better and resolves. I hope you have fun at mom's. Oh, like for me, it's not, there's nothing wrong. It's for me, it's just like sometimes my brain goes on adventures and then I'm always thinking about 5 to 7 things at once. And sometimes some unexpected things get in there that you weren't expecting or they kind of hit you out of nowhere. And it's just sometimes you surprise yourself, you know what I mean? But I mean, everything is really, really cool. You know, everything is really, really cool. What a beautiful life. Yeah, and the last card of the front. Yeah, there's like, now there's double picks and then there's extra days on it. I'm already done with it. I haven't gotten the compensation or whatever. So what's going on, everybody? I'm feeling weird energies right now. I'm not gonna lie. But I hope everybody's going, like, having a good day, you know? And remember, in this little portion, this is the sea of possibilities. Pick a shape and yeah. No, it just turned June 1st here in the East Coast. And it's a beautiful day. June is busting out all over, as they say. I feel strange right now. Beginning of hurricane season, that's true, but it's probably you. as I always say, everyone's welcome to share what they got going on in their mind. You never have to. And I am always, if it's a deep thing, I always ask if I can say it out loud, because it does stay on a YouTube playlist for like ever and stuff. And that's why I didn't just identify who just said that. And there's 4 chats, and the only one that ever saves is the YouTube chat. So usually it doesn't matter, But I care about, I want people to feel good about if they want to share stuff, I want to be open about it. I'm never going to monetize it. But it is monetized technically, but you know what I mean? What I'm saying? It's June. Just been busy the past few weeks. Son's birthday, end of school, buying a house, working. Yeah. Sometimes the life and all the mechanics that go along with it, there's just, they're overwhelming. Yeah. I remember at the end of the school year, like all the extra crap we had to do for just teaching stuff and all that things. Pretty and special background. Yeah, this is hydromeda.org today. And we have the Sunflower, the Digital Void. And then we have some other stuff in there. Bubba says, I've had a good day, especially being able to talk to someone I've watched since I was little. Aw, J Bubba, thank you so much. It always is. It's such a wonderful life to have been this guy and to be known by people for over a decade now, for some of you. That's a very, very special, beautiful feeling, and I'm just thankful for it. I'm thankful that I decided to make all those videos all those years ago. Thankful that I wanted to share myself with the world and not just for the people in it locally, Today you leave for a work trip and your son leaves for summer camp, so lots of oh gosh, sandwiches galore. Packing and prepping and snacks and all the stuffs, yeah. Bubba says, I've been blessed with your musical comedy. Yeah, buddy. Gaming and musical comedy. Yeah, buddy. Special Olympico says, I've been on summer break since the beginning of May. Nice. I love that I don't work anymore. It's so cool. What's up, O'Reilly? Hey, bro. I forgot to even follow you. Yeah, I'm right here. What's up? Proud Princess says, so a bit overwhelmed, but it's all the good things. Yeah. It's easy to get overwhelmed, but then what I love to do is I like to look back at just things from like 2-3 years ago. And then I realized, man, I thought I was overwhelmed. Now look at like how little I was doing and being overwhelmed then, or, stuff like that. And, you just find that you evolve and you grow, and it's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? I can't wait to retire, and I haven't even started work. Heck yeah, that's the best. You're thinking with the end in mind, as they say. J-Bob says, one of my favorite things to do whenever I'm in a supercard mood is watch your videos, especially season 1. Yeah, it's silly how much they hold up, even though like it's so long ago. It's because everything was a fun adventure then, everything was new. And here we are in the later half of season 11. I'm glad I don't play as much now, because it was a little too much. Oh, thank you for the gifts, O'Reilly. I appreciate that. But today I'm just I'm letting go of any worries, any fear, any things that I feel that are holding me back in anything. Today I'm letting go of just everything, you know. I think that the universe has had a really cool plan for me, and I've had a really cool plan for it. And I'm just trusting in the universe, and I feel cool stuff that's on the way. I don't know if it's a person or if it's other things, but I feel like so many wonderful things are about to happen to me. So I should just enjoy this quiet right now in my heart, because I feel so much peace. I truly am at peace. And now we're in the sunflower, the digital void, and that's pretty cool. Boba says, you wasted too much money on the game, but the memories are worth it, especially with the creators it came with, like you and JB. Thanks so much. You know, it's crazy to think of how many lives that I've made happier, because of a silly little card game on your phone. You know, like every day I do one of these late night streams, there's somebody, usually on the YouTube side, that types in something beautiful in the chat. And what a gift. I just want to share all the gifts that I have with the world, you know? And I want to share my gifts with somebody special too. Again, that would be really cool. But the cool thing is also on that, I don't ever need to be with anybody again, you know? And I trust the universe. I trust the divine timing of the universe, you know? And I feel like something is on its way, but I don't know what. Have I enjoyed life? I love life every day. The pack battles, those were fun. You know? Frog Princess says, yep, I'm right there with you. You know, like, look at this little picture right now. It feels like I'm in space or in the quantum realm. And right, special. Everyone is special. Thank you so much for the heart. I appreciate that. I'm really just feeling my emotions, I think, right now. I don't know why. Maybe I just feel alone today a little bit, maybe. Or somebody else does. This one feels like maybe I'm just a little alone today. You know, and that's okay. I still feel really good. J-Bub says, things always happen for a reason. It's just the universe's timing and what it has planned for me. Yeah. You know, like the universe is pretty big. I think free will only goes so far. I think you got to have a lot of luck and timing and nonsense happen. Hopefully good nonsense, because bad nonsense is also a possibility. But I only want good nonsense in my world, because that's who I am. I'm the good nonsense type of guy. O'Reilly says, you're not alone, you have us. Yes. I mean, as humans, we're biologically programmed for millions of years of evolution to not be alone with one specific other things. And, you know, some days you just feel like, you know, wouldn't that would be really cool to have again, you know? Like kiss my wife on her forehead, you know, or something, or have her slap my butt as I walk by and say good game, you know, something silly like that. But I don't have that. And I'm okay that I don't have that. I just remember what that felt like, and it felt different than what it feels now. What's up, Marianne Haney? How are you today, Haney? We might be on screen, but we're here for you. Oh yeah, I'm not denying that. I'm not sad, everybody. I do have tears in my eyes a little bit, but that's just because I'm very happy about everything else. I'm very happy about my life, my dreams, my goals, my interpretation of my reality, and you know, like, this is cool. I get to talk to people from all over the world. I get to calm my brain down, and you know, and you never know who's out there watching. You know, I was you know, just visiting one of the people I like to watch the other day, and they said that they were hanging out in the stream, and I was like, oh, cool. I always love it when they tell me afterwards, you know, and I never expect it, and I never worry about who's here and who's not here and who watches on a VOD, blah, 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 blah. I love you all. Yay. Okay. But, it always matters when somebody tells me when they see me again that they were hanging out. And that's so nice, you know? Because all I ever want to do is connect with humanity, and you know, and now that I'm older and dare I say a little wiser now and then, and thank you, O'Reilly, for the gifts. I do appreciate that. I think that I have more of a mentorship role, or just not an honorary advisor role, just because but I don't ever offer it unless I'm asked for it, you know? O'Reilly says, I've had a lot of bad luck lately. Got beat up by my old friends, but it could change you as a human. That sucks, dude. Hey, Beast Mode, switch from Twitch to YouTube. There we go. But here it is. I just I took a drink and I just thought for a second, and like I felt good again. You know, I play out all my emotions and stuff. It usually takes somewhere between, you know, 20 to 30 minutes. I look up, it's 28 minutes. I was like, yep, I'm good. You know? And like I have felt complete in myself for like almost like since Thanksgiving, really. And I feel like I'm attracting the energies I need and want in my world. And I just think that I'm at a really cool place for myself, and that I can just be there for people after I can be there for myself first. And it's really cool when a bunch of people over the last couple of months have shared how much this means to them. A couple of people talked to me about it at DreamHack, and I was just like, I said, dude, your piano thing is so chill. I was like, thank you. You know, because it's really just for me, and then it helps other people, which is kind of cool. But life is just beautiful. I love whatever this is. And I think today I was just thinking about, what if I had the problems again of not just quote unquote being my own? Like, what if, you know, I had the problem, quote unquote, of being in a relationship again, where I would want, myself and them to have individual things and together things. Like I always say, like I want a dub. Here's me. I've done this plenty of times on camera, but not in a long time. Here's me, and there's the girl. Hello, and here's the us with single, and here's us together. See, so it's a dub. Okay, thank you for coming to my Biggie Do Talk. Because if you do this and only one of you is putting something in, then that's not a W. If you got the togetherness but no self time, you're gonna start hating each other. And then if you got the just the single, then you're just flipping each other off, and you can do that anyways. I've never finished that bit. I've always loved the W thing because like I came up with that. I was like, I want to be in my next, big relationship or whatever. I want free time. I don't want to be up her, her rectum. And she should have her own free time too. And then we can have time where we're together and time where we're apart, and that's going to be cool. Like, I think I would plan to not sleep in the same room as my next, whomever. You know what I mean? Or at least have that be in the plans. And then, maybe things work out, like where you can have, sometimes sleep in the same room and sometimes not. I don't know. I don't really have to worry about this anytime soon. At least that's what it feels like. So there we go. Because I'm not interested in anybody, because nobody's interested in me that I'm aware of. And if they are, they haven't told me yet. So I'm done going first, as they say. And the biggest friendships, and including my former wife, and everything else, the ones that have lasted in my world the longest, the woman either initiated the friendship or initiated the increasing from friends to more. So that is what I'm doing. O'Reilly says, being an emotional person is hard sometimes. Oh yeah, but that's being human. There's a lot of people that are emotional beings, but they just turn it off because it's a survival mechanism, or they think that they have to repress certain things, and sometimes they actually have to repress it due to rules or constraints or whatever, and or bad things will happen. Life is not fair, and it kind of sucks for a lot of people, but we all laugh, we all smile, we all cry, we all are afraid, we all have joy, we all can gang up on a weaker thing. It's a pack mentality sometimes. We all can defend somebody that is facing adversity, but that's hard too, to stand up for somebody else. We're capable of so many wonderful things, and we're capable of not doing anything to save ourselves or to just not get hurt. Beast Mode says, nobody should feel lonely because loneliness is sadness. Interesting. Like, I felt lonely today, but I didn't feel sad. But I think that's, for me, it's like, at this point, it would be something new. And I like new things, because it's been a long time. I feel lonely here, but again, I have you to type to. And it's not just me, there's a bunch of people all over the world right now. O'Reilly says, I think there's a big difference between loneliness and solitude. Yeah. Like, I'm down with solitude, dude. I love solitude. And with a lot of people that you vibe with being streamers and in the digital void, you know, it's really easy to feel the cool solitude. But I also I like conventions, you know, and seeing so many wonderful people in person. And I like that connection, but then I also like the quiet afterwards. And I've enjoyed like starting to really get out in the world a little bit more. Not at night or nothing, like for social events, because I don't really do that anymore, because I don't drink or nothing. And, you know, my ears still ring from my 30s when I was single again. You're on the West Coast? Let's go. It's almost June everywhere else. It's June in New York, where I am. And everybody get a free cookie in space. Also, a reminder, if you want to ever help the channel without spending money, you can go to Spotify or wherever to listen to Biggie Dude or everywhere else that you can find stuff. I'm just going to put the links in the Twitch and wherever chat. I don't think that went to the Kick chat. I don't think it does that yet, but let's try this. Spotify. Very good. There it goes. Okay. I don't know how to do it on TikTok, but my music is actually in TikTok, so that's kind of cool. But yeah. I feel really cool. Thanks so much, O'Reilly. I wish the best for you too in your future. Mine's doing pretty good. I got a feeling it's going to continue to do so. Because I am who I am. And I've been who I've been. And I'm going to be who I'm going to be. And I like every single one of those guys. I love them with all my heart. Because no matter if I ever feel alone as a person, I know that I love myself very much and that I'm doing a really wonderful job in this humanity thing. And that's enough. You know, I am whole, I am complete in myself. And whenever I say that, I feel this weird feeling that's like I say, oh, guess what's coming? Something's coming, buddy. It's like this weird feeling that's just kind of like almost trolling me. Like the universe is saying, hey, get ready because your life's about to change. I'm like, I'm not going to worry about when, because I know I'm just vibing, you know? It's just silly. And I don't know how it happens. I have no clue who it even could be, if it is a person, you know? I don't know if it's like a real big financial thing too, you know? Like there's so much I just don't know. So I'm not going to worry about it because I can't. I just love being in this moment today. the world would be lonely without each other. You know, it's funny because I think that we're both super hyper connected and super disconnected at the same time. Super connected digitally, but super disconnected physically in the physical world. And just getting further and further apart, I think. And in 10 years, when everybody's got a heads-up display, like everything's like your contacts, you might be more than 10 years, but your contacts will have like a computer in it, you know? It'll be like, everything will be immersive, and they'll be both digital and physical at the same time. Up there is the our hopes and dreams. What are your hopes and dreams today? I got a lot of them. And maybe some of them are coming true today and I don't even know. You know? I just love how that sounds. Aw, thanks, Beast Mode. Beast Mode says, I love you whether you're on Twitch, Kick, TikTok, or here on YouTube. Thank you for all the likes over on TikTok. You're all wonderful. This is really peaceful right now. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's temporary anyway. Kick is awesome. You'd like it there, Beast Mode. I love swearing in that chat. See how close we are to our hopes and dreams? And inside them, when we thought that one big spot was just one thing, you realize your hopes and dreams brought you to more possibilities and more hopes and more dreams. And then they keep on happening. And that's kind of what's going on in my world right now. Like I had hoped to try to do a chorus thing in front of people at DreamHack, and I got to do it in a talent show with with AJ and Big Justice from, you know, the Boom or Doom guys. They're the Boom guys. And ever since I did that, I felt like that part is over, you know? Like, I don't want to do any chorus thing in front of people again right now. But I feel great about it. It's like a closure that I didn't realize that I thought it was going to turn into maybe I get to do this with audiences again. What's up, Beastie? How are you doing? But it's like I have zero desire now, and it's kind of cool. And I'm thinking, well, if I don't have that mental like societal block of, you know, not ever going to teach again, maybe I do. This is where I start turning the corner and really when I'm on kick or something, or just to swear like the sailor that I swear like, you know. And then just make a whole nother artist name, and make a bunch of songs with swearing in it and just be goofy and have fun with it. But I have to think about it because I'm not sure what I want yet, you know? I know I don't need to do that. I know that it would be a lot of fun. And it would be kind of like just finally letting go of some of the limits that I had, you know, by the teaching career, and then, you know, my own personal decisions and self-preservation and stuff like that, you know. You could be another Weird Al if you wanted. Oh yeah, you know, parodies are expensive because you gotta give everybody else part of the money. I got my start, you know, as a kid, just wanting to make up silly songs like Weird Al. You know, I love parodies, but you know, I could make up a song in seconds with that's raunchy and naughty that any idiot could sing at a bar or put in a jukebox at a bar, and then I get free money for the rest of my life. You know, I could do that. What's up, Marco Parkour? Big Dude is live everywhere. But like, I've been kind of brainstorming a whole lot because I really wasn't, and I really was surprised as soon as I stepped off that stage. I was like, yeah, I don't want to teach again ever. You know, I would do voice lessons and like, you know, streaming like those, but those, I think whenever I do decide to bring the voice lessons back, it would be for a stream. I mean, it would be just for video only, because like the stream portions, those things were cool, but there's a lot of not as good stuff in it, and I don't want to edit because I'm lazy. And I honestly may just decide never to do it again because like I don't need to. You know, I got it out of my system. If it's, you know, I got the closure or the happy ending that I wanted. You know. Because for 3 minutes the other day, like a week ago, about a week ago, I was a chorus teacher, you know? I remember like that whole night, I was just getting memory flashes of the past of a random scene from like a teaching experience, you know? It was just like I was letting it all go. It was kind of weird because I didn't think how much I was going to be affected by it. I knew it was going to be rough, but like I didn't realize that it was like, yeah. So I had a nice quiet Saturday, you know, when I was at DreamHack. But you know, 2 weeks I'm in California, so I'm just excited about everything, you know. A little more than 2 weeks, but you know. But yeah, I'll be gone for a week, so. I'm glad I get to visit Mom tomorrow. That's cool. I feel worry, and it's not my worry. Whoever's worrying about something, if it's in regards to me, I'm good. I feel weird. It's like I think when people are thinking at me, I think I can feel it. Or maybe I'm just dumb. Or maybe it's only like a few people. Everybody think to me something. Or don't. I don't care. Like whatever, dude. Or tell me that you in chat that you thought to me, and I'll tell you what I think that you thought to me. Probably won't be right, but it'd be funny if I was, because you can always lie and tell me that I was, even if I wasn't. You are thinking something? Boobies in chat. That's what you're thinking, JD the DJ. Squad runs deep. Markor just said thought, so you must have thought Skibbity Toilet Riz Ohio. Frog Princess thought that I'm adorable. No. It'd be really funny if that was true. It'd be really funny if any of those were even close to being accurate. Oh no, I'm blurry. Help. I am blurry. In a world where Biggie Dude was blurry, only one thing could fix it, and that was the anti-blurry guy, also known as autofocus off. And then Biggie Dude was no longer blurry guy. There we go. JD says, I was thinking Biggie Dude wants a cheeseburger. But here you go. I was blurred. It was true. See, I knew it. Here we are back in the digital void. The sunflower of the digital void. You were thinking about tacos? See? Can't read minds, folks. Some of us never leave the digital void. And that's sad. Okay. I have to preface this because it is what I'm thinking right now. It is what I'm feeling right now. I am really great in my life. Okay? You'll understand in a second. I was just thinking that if I were to just up and die, that I left it all on the table, as they say. I put everything in. All my chips were in play. I loved deeply. I tried many wonderful things. I laughed. I cried. I left my footprint in this digital area. People can listen to my voice, see my videos, my music. There was evidence that I was something kind of neat. So if I were to up and just be gone, somehow my body, my mind, and everything would live on. And all of these little videos and silly piano shows. If today was the last day I had, I'd think to myself, life wasn't all that bad. It's rhyming now. And now in this little digital void of space, things kind of just go all over the place from time to time. But if this were the last day I ever did have, I'd be okay. But I'll always want another day, another show, another rock, another roll, another sandwich, another skibbity toilet, another laugh, another cry, another another thingy and things I can't say about TikTok. Okay. If I get hit by a bus tomorrow, yeah, exactly. Another 5-layer burrito from Taco Bell. I love who I am. And I've got so much to give. And so I'll just give it all away and then give it to myself. And if the universe wants it, I'll give it to somebody else as well. And every time I say that out loud, some little thing in my head goes, get ready, buddy, because your life's about to change every single time. And I just laugh because, like, who knows anything, you know? None of us. But it feels real good to be able to know that that's how I feel. That if I knew that this was the last day I was going to get, that I knew I didn't live a life of regret, you know? That still rhymes. I can't stop rhyming right now. What the heck is going on? Holy cow. I love that I feel joy and wonder and hope and love every day. I love that I cry mostly from happiness. And just when I laugh so much at certain things, it's just crazy. What's up, Count Dooku? How's it going, brother? We're just vibing. I'm just really thankful for this. I'm really into this right now. It's very peaceful. It's really beautiful. What's up, Burger? How you doing, dude? 4:47 in the morning. Did a bit of driving tonight. Oh wow. I just kind of went somewhere for a second. That was weird. It's like I was visiting a place that will never exist. Or maybe it does. I don't know. Doesn't matter. You decided to take a step back? Yeah, it's been a weird week, I'll tell you that. With the problems in the game and the resets and a bunch of other nonsense. What's up, Wonderlust? How you doing, brother? It's good to see you back, dude. Today's backdrop is hydromeda.org. And we're just chilling, you know. Kanduku says, been working every day, long hours for the past 2 weeks tonight. Made sure your store was covered and took the day off. Messaged boss I took the day off. Boss didn't seem as happy about it. Oh well. Trying to get into some trouble? There you go. Burger says, I don't know, it's just a cycle. It feels like brain rot at times. With Supercard, it can be. Life is beautiful. And we're never going to know everything that we want to know, you know? Kantuk says, I am but human. We all are. You're looking to get back into GTRP? Nice. I enjoy watching it sometimes. You're just in a way better spot. Let's go. Yeah, I'm feeling people's emotions right now. And there's a lot of stuff all over the place right now, I think. I think some people are really excited about stuff. Some people are really not excited about stuff. I feel like some people are worried. Some people are kind of feeling frisky or naughty. And some people are feeling regret. I can feel all these things and I don't know where it's coming from. It very well could be the future, but it doesn't matter. I'm just one guy. And it might be what somebody else is going through if they watch this on a VOD later in life. And it just might be in that moment that something disconnects with them, because that's what this video could do. We're not. Burger says, life is good in general. I'm starting to realize slowly that I have to put in my best effort to make my life into the greatest life you can ever live. Yeah. For me, I think it's like choosing your own life. Making sure that you fill your own cup to figure out what you want to do with the time that we have here. You know, luckily for myself, I kind of knew what I wanted to be for a long time. That wasn't just a music teacher. I wanted to be a philanthropist. I wanted to give to people. I wanted to give hope. I wanted to give and just give and give and give. And I do. And I fill my own cup because I need to. So I do. This helps empty the icky cup, wash it out, and, you know, fill it up. That's what I love about this. You know, I heal myself so much, and I help other people fall asleep, and it's kind of crazy. And it's neat to know that a lot of people can get something out of this, you know? But the most important thing is that I'm just playing for myself to make sure that I'm okay. Because I can't help anybody before I help myself. And maybe for a little bit, I just, I felt a little alone myself. You know? I don't get interested in people much, and it's been a long time, so. And now I'm at a point where I'm not going to share interest in somebody before they've shared interest in me. Like a friend, if it's somebody that I already know, they can, you know, escalate it or whatever in a message or something, or somebody just learns about me and it shows they're interested, you know? Because I don't need to be with anybody. You know, I only want to be with somebody whose energy would go well with my own. And there's not a lot of people that I can just think of like that on the top of my head, and it doesn't really matter, you know what I'm saying? But something's on its way and I don't know what it is. So I'm just gonna be me and love my life and work on all the things that I can work on so that I can be ready to be with somebody again. Because that would be so cool. And if it never comes to be, I still have one of the best lives I could ever have imagined. And probably the best one, because I won't have held back on living, you know? I can tell you, like, if I was like in a relationship or married when the whole pandemic was going down, there's no way I would have left teaching, you know? So being single for a long time has helped me in a lot of ways. You know, it's kind of dope. But Burger says, of course, not meaning in a bad way. You're the most down-to-earth streamer I know. Just trying to be the best version of myself every day. What's up, Danny? How are you? Marco, Polo. And I'm going to be okay. I'm doing really good. That's okay. Count Dooku says, a philanthropist is not to be confused with a podiatrist. Although I did learn that Wiki Feet is an actual... Yeah, it is a real thing. Yeah. Have a good weekend. Take care, dude. I just thought of somebody I hadn't thought of in a long time. I don't even know if they're still alive. The last time I had a random thing like that, and I looked them up and they weren't alive, I was like, oh wow. And they hadn't been for a long time, so it's just like, I remember them though, you know? The older you get, the more that happens. It's kind of interesting. We're all going to be gone someday, so we got to live beautifully. And that's what I'm trying to do. Count Dooku says, memories might fade, but they never truly die. I love that. Because there's something about, who knows what the collective unconscious can remember, you know? Have you ever, like, felt something that you know there's no possible way that you could know what it felt like, but you know what it feels like? Because somewhere, like, and I'm not even just talking about, like, past life regressions or anything, or different energies and remembering that sort of stuff, if you're into that sort of stuff. I'm just talking about, like, some human had that experience and you felt it, like you understood what that felt like, but you didn't go through the experience, but you felt like how the pain was. Like, I don't know, I've had weird dreams like that, you know what I'm saying? It's very interesting. Good night, Beast Mode. I think I'm going to be going soon, honestly. I think we're going to do 123 for now. Although, like yesterday, or whenever it was, 2 days ago, we were going to do 222, and then we stayed like an hour. But like 123:45, I just feel I'm kind of tired. Oh, something just happened. What do we got here? Burger, thank you so much. Burger says, I'm here on this platform, no letter limit. My last relationship was back in 2021. It lasted 11 months. I reached out to her in November last year, apologizing for everything that happened, and she blocked me after it. I was annoyed, but at least I gave me clarity that I couldn't fix it if I wanted to. Now I just don't really care for it anymore. Yeah. That's the most interesting reset message I've ever read. Thanks so much. That's, but yeah, you know, time heals everything, you know? Like, there was a time before we felt whatever hurt that we still feel, you know? And there's always going to be a time where it doesn't bother you as much. Like, I remember, for just example, like my dad, you know? The biggest hurt was the first month. And then after the first year, it got easier. That's like a psychological thing too. I took a class of death and dying because I was fascinated by it for reasons that I can't talk about on the internet. But like it's all about dealing with grief and stuff, and you know, there's sometimes people don't get resolution, and but yeah, Count Dooku says, what's funny is that we remember what we remember and what we don't. With your first wife, on the day we ended things, I can't even remember what we argued about, but I remember what she wore. That's interesting. I don't know if I can remember what she was wearing and what I was wearing. Probably had on swishy pants. I felt really bad about my marriage ending. Because at the time, I was like the first person in probably 60 years or more, or something. more than like generation and a half or two generations. Like I was the first one that was like that got a divorce, and then somebody else got a divorce too in my family, and I was like, oh well, at least I'm not alone anymore. But I mean, that wasn't like, you know. And it's just so funny because I did not see it coming. And that was hard, dude. But I'm not playing a piano in front of you if that marriage works out. You know, it's not ever a possibility. And for a long time, for not a super long time, for a couple of years, I felt that that was the worst thing that ever happened to me, the failing of that marriage, you know. And as time went on, and I started streaming and other stuff, what the heck is going on here? What is everybody doing? I got a hype train. Burger, what are you doing? Burger just gave 5 gifted subs on Twitch. That's so freaking cool. And we're on a hype train over there. That's kind of dope. Yeah, buddy. Wow. Thank you so much, Burger. I appreciate that. But anyways, I kind of forgot what I was talking about. Hey, Judas time, let's go. I got distracted, but I'm really happy with my life. Oh, I was talking about how you know, I'd have never made YouTube videos without if my former wife and I had stayed together. Wonderlust, what are you doing? Everybody's giving me all the monies. You're all so kind. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. And I love that I get to be this guy. I love that I've streamed for 16 years as a hobby. I love that I've made YouTube videos for 17 and a half years as a hobby. And now I have 6 albums out as Biggie Dude. And I recorded one in a stream like literally 6 weeks ago, not even. Out of nowhere. Like that still blows my freaking mind that I improvised an entire 13 song album in a 2.5 hour stream. It's ridiculous. And it was fun as hell. And it's amazing, like the stuff that we'll be able to keep on trying and doing new things. And I love this life. I love it so much. It's so cool. I just want to live and do more and meet more people and see more things. And JD says my favorite planet is still Uranus. Yeah, dude. Like that song exists because in the word game that we played, the answer was planet. And then I said, hey, what's everybody's favorite planet? And JD, the DJ, who's in the BB squad, let's go, wrote Uranus. And I said, hell yeah, dude, that's the song. And then my favorite planet is Uranus. It's now a song on the internet. And it's a beautiful thing. I love how ridiculous life is. Funniest thing about divorce is that if love was a plane, nobody would get on. Can you imagine a pilot saying before a flight, they say, folks, there's a 6 in 10 chance we are going down. Wow. And that's comedy. But anyways, And one of the coolest things that I'll ever admit is that when I first started this late night piano thing, the first 2 weeks of it were on TikTok only. And in those first 2 weeks, my former wife was in the show. And it was such a wonderful, beautiful experience because it was like, 20 years plus since we weren't together, and here she is in the chat because her newborn, she remarried and maybe is remarried again the third time. I don't know, whatever. She's awesome. Anyway, her husband is delivers babies and stuff, or the one that I don't know, whatever, and he had a call, so she was up with her daughter, and she was just in the chat, and Mark Hur was there. You're playing TEW. I don't know what that means, but I hope that you're having fun. JD says, headed to the comfy place. Have a great night. And a good visit with Mamadou tomorrow. Thanks so much. Biggie Mom is awesome. And JD, you're awesome too. Squad runs deep. BB Squad for life. Let's go. Choo choo. Thanks, Burger. Thanks, everybody that was in part of that hype train. Yeah, boobies in chat. And, oops, I gotta move something real quickly. Life is so cool, dude. I'm going to stay a little bit longer. I'm just realizing that I don't want to end the stream in 40 seconds or whatever. Hey, Tom Nouse, what's up, dude? Backman calculator's going to be fun. Yeah. 8008 I-135. I'm so glad that I'm alive. 8008-135. 8008-135. I'm so glad that we're alive. 8008-135 for me. I like the boobies on my calculator. Yeah, that's made of numbers. I guess I'll see you later. Deep, 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 deep. That might be a song. Judas Time says, not to get all personal, buddy, but I uploaded my first video in like 3 years. I think your dad would be proud even though he never knew me. I'm proud of you. So that means Dad is definitely proud of you. We just made a booby song in chat. I like that. That's so cool, Judas Time. Yeah, there's a good chance in the near future that I just kind of let loose and make an album full of raunchy songs on kick.com and then release it under a different artist name and just laugh. Because all of the songs would be things that people would laugh at and that people might play on like a touch tunes thing on a bar, and it'll be short, so like the touch tunes people will get more money and they'll promote it more, and then I'll get all the monies, and then I'll be more philanthropist because I swore on the internet. I think that's a solid plan. Why not? But then again, I have some I taught for a long time, so it's been a deconstruction thing. Rated R Biggie, dude. I've always been rated R, dude. I just have a filter for whether I was in front of the career people or the video people. You know, I swear like a lot. I say lots of bad words. And in kick chats, I'll type a lot of bad words now because that's an adult place. It's a place for an adults. So I don't know, but I feel like it started like really, a lot of this piano vibe thing is just deconstructed even more stuff of my life, and a lot of it is some morality stuff. Like I've done the religious deconstruction a long time ago, but the morality deconstruction sometimes in the sense that I still act online like I'm a teacher. You know, in most of the places. Now, it's smart for business stuff, don't get me wrong, but it's not fully authentic to who I am. And I want to have a place where I can be fully authentic and just swear and be naughty a little bit. I'm a little bit naughty. And I do that in chats on Kick, so that's why I allow swearing in that platform. But I think that I think I want to just try something new. And if it's not a relationship, might as well just make a different new album or something. And who knows? I have no idea. And I'm just gonna live my life and try to be in the moment every minute that I can be. What's new, pussycat? 5. It's not unusual. So you're that guy. You're the guy that everybody hates in the bar. Do you know there's a dude that didn't vote for Fish at the Hall of Fame because somebody played a 20-minute Fish song on a Touch Tunes thing? That story is apparently real for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Wow, we're in space now. I think this is cool. You're not that cold. I know, right? Burger says, I think you're cool. Thanks, I think I'm cool too. I think you're all cool. Does anybody have something to say or something that they want to ask? I feel there's weird energy right now and I can't figure it out. Hi, Harry. How are you, dude? Have I played Supercard today? I don't. I think I logged in to get the daily streak thing, and that was about it. Maybe some of the other stuff. It's been all mess recently, so I kind of just waiting. I know I hadn't been compensated yet for all the credits I spent during Ring Domination. Kantuku says, I would like to say that Biggie Dude is cool. There's 2 free packs. I saw something that said that one of the packs was gone. But I'm going to log in a little bit. I'm leaving the stream pretty soon. Within probably 10 minutes, I think it's feeling like it. Unless something else kind of happens, and it happens sometimes. Breaking news, Biggie Dude is going to Raw. I'm lost for a second. Memories. Everything's gonna be okay. If I were a super card, which title would I go after? The Intercontinental Championship. Count Dooku said, I was once told that I was a big old sack of sugar. Or at least I think they said sugar. They might have said sugar, honey, ice, and tea. They might not have, though. I just got a really weird feeling. I miss my friend who's deceased now. And I was just remembering some of our trips in the mid to late 90s to Fish concerts and Magic the Gathering tournaments, and he's gone. He wasn't even 50, and he's gone. We're all gonna die. And I just want to have as much fun every single day. And I do. But you know what? Most people don't. What if I just keep doing cool stuff like this? He's been gone for a while. I mean, but it just popped in there. And I appreciate that, Kantuku. And I appreciate that Jewish time. It didn't just happen. It's been like 6 months to a year or something. I don't remember exactly when. But, just to preface this, sometimes, like how grief is a weird thing. Sometimes when we're all just not expecting something, just boom, there's somebody that you haven't thought of in a long time that has been gone. But maybe that's just our way of remembering that our time is also limited, and people will also have that feeling for us when we're gone. I've been told by tons of people that they'll miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone. They're going to miss me when I'm gone. They're going to miss me by my hair. They're going to miss me everywhere. I did the cup song, but there's no tap, tap, tappity, tap, 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 poo, tap, poo, tap, poo, tap. I learned that in college. It was a drinking game. I was good at it. Marion. Oh, no. Maybe I'm not supposed to leave yet. I don't know. Judas Time says, it happened a while ago, like 15 years, but I think I told your friend who passed away when 27. Before that, your mom when you were 19 and she was 54. Life is very precious and short. It really is. Like one of the reasons that I left teaching was because there was in the 2 years prior, There were 3 people in the building that I worked at that had passed away. Actually, 4 that passed away within a year of hitting their retirements, or one had just retired. And and then when COVID happened, and then that year was such a nightmare, and it's just 4 years ago. It's really amazing how much I've been through as a person in these last 5 years, which I still haven't seen as the movie. It's a musical. The movie has Anna Kendrick in it. And I think the next love of my life, I may not know that she exists yet. And the next love of my life may be somebody that I already know. I don't know, and that's a beautiful thing. So I'm just gonna be who I am and just enjoy these cookies that are coming to us. But I feel the energies are coming their way, and I feel kind of amazing, and it's kind of ridiculous. What's up, Ivan? How you doing? Just playing a little piano. I'm gonna leave soon, but not quite yet. Keep feeling that I'm supposed to be here for a little bit more, and I don't know why. Judas Time says, when love finds you and you least expect it, it's a beautiful thing. Well, I mean, I never expect it, so hey. But I'm good, I'm trusting the universe on this one. I'm not gonna I'm coming from a place of peace. What's up, VIP Regan? What's up, dude? How you been? It's been a while. Kantugu says, I think people remember you worked super hard to make other people money during your lifetime, that they will remember how much money I made them during my lifetime after I'm gone. What? I don't think they will. Oh boy. Play the funeral march, please? No, I don't want to. I'm playing the Biggie Dude chill piano vibe thing. There you go. There you get that. You get that one, Ivan. But I forgot what we were talking about, so it doesn't really matter. Somebody asked me a question. That'll be lovely. I think I was talking. Yeah. When love finds me, I'll be like, "Who are you?" And they'll be like, "I'm Love." And I'll be like, "Oh, hi, Love. I'm Biggie Dude." And they'll be like, "Okay, bye." And it's like, "Oh, thanks." Or not. I'm happy being who I am. I love goofing off. I'd love to be with somebody again, but I don't really. Why are you still awake? I don't know, because you're not asleep yet. I don't know why I keep feeling I need to bring that up today. It's very strange. I don't normally. Maybe somebody's interested in me and they just don't know how to tell me. Maybe that's it. Probably not. But what if that was the case? Oh well. I'm here. Life is so cool. Bigger says, I'm kind of in the same spot, yeah. Bigger says, I'm happy as is, but I would be over the moon if you had a girlfriend to add to it. I mean, it's our biological programming, you know. I've made peace with it. You know? Like, I'll be fine if I never have anybody ever again, you know? Because, like, I'm having so much fun, you know? I'm going to keep having so much fun. And I've had, like, you know, really great friends that have been girls and stuff that there wasn't any physical stuff with, you know? It's like basically like a relationship light. Like it's everything in a relationship, like, but without booty, you know what I mean? Maybe more of those happen. I you know, a lot of great friends and stuff. So I don't know. And I don't worry about it. I really don't. But a lot of people ask me about it because I think people equate being with somebody or having a significant other or a girlfriend or a fiance or a wife or a husband or whatever. I think they equate that with happiness and success. I think that's what it is. I'm extremely happy and content being on my own forever. Count Dooku says, Biggie dude, in case you didn't know, I enjoyed chatting with you and we were cool, just not that kind of cool. Yeah, I like girls, you know. But thanks for the reminder. That was funny. That was funny. But, I love who I am. Yeah. Wanderlust says, that's interesting. No one's ever asked if I was with someone. Hey, Wanderlust, are you with anybody? Hey. Judas Time says, my family only thinks money is a sign of success, or seems that way, I should say. I think money is just freaking numbers, dude. I know very wonderfully happy people that make art and beautiful things happen on a daily basis that don't make a lot of money, but they can live off of it, you know, because of either the job or whatever. Well, there's you. Married 17 and a half years. Dude, that's really crazy. My sister and her husband, today was their anniversary, the 31st. It was their 17th anniversary. Married in 08. I think that would mean you're either like right at the end of 07, or were you still in 08? That's so cool. Kantuku says, we are more of an Andy Griffith Don Knotts kind of cool. Yeah. I like what John Lennon said to the teacher about being happy. Oh yeah, like whether if it was a tribute to him or not, if that's, I know what you're saying, like they asked you what you wanted to be when you grow up. He said, I want to be happy. And they said, like, it's like, I don't think you understood the question. And it said, no, I don't think you understood the answer. Yeah. Musician and teacher here. Yep. Make barely anything, but I wouldn't do it anyway. January 08. Congratulations. I couldn't remember 100%. But no, I know exactly what you're talking about. But like, here's a great question. Let's talk a little bit, because I kind of just, I'm curious about something. What does a successful person look like to you? Because I know what a successful person looks like to me. And it's not what it looks like to other people. You know, I use, I'm curious to what everybody else has to say about that. Before I talk about that. Count Dooku says they look like Biggie dude. Thanks so much. I appreciate you. To me, a successful person is somebody who is actively pursuing a higher goal. I stole that from The Strangest Secret in the World, which was a self-help record by Earl Nightingale in the late 60s. But it's like it's a really thing about setting goals and this other cool stuff and how to get more out of your own life, you know, and how conformity is the most dangerous thing of all, you know. Burger, let's see here. What's up, Ch13F? First time you found me was in 7th grade. It's been almost 10 years, and it's still consistent and going. That really, gaming and musical comedy. Yeah, buddy. It's really great, man. Thank you so much. We've been here. So if you had 10 years plus viewer on your fake bingo card, you can check that box off officially. We already could have done that, but thank you, Channel 13. It's so good to see you. Judas Time says a successful person is someone that can handle stressful situations and people and still be happy about life. Berger says a successful person is someone who has been able to balance every aspect of living life. Interesting. Wanderlust says success seems so personal. I can see someone and think, man, they just aren't successful. And at the same time, they are super fulfilled with life. Because sometimes we may think that somebody is unsuccessful, but they're living a very, to them, their life is successful. It's subjective. I like your opinion on that too. Wanderlust says, personally, it's that top tier of Maslow hierarchy of needs, the one Maslow at a much later transcendence, which he described as someone who helps other people self-actualize. Yeah, I'm kind of in that spot. I'm not familiar with Maslow. I'm familiar with Bloom's taxonomy, the higher order thinking skills. Obviously, I'm assuming it's related to that. But you're talking needs. I'm talking ours is. I mean, obviously you've written a lesson plan because you know all that nonsense. I remember when they just let us music teachers just teach music. That was kind of cool instead of becoming English teachers and everything. But wait, I don't have to worry about this anymore. I'm sorry that you do. That's kind of what this whole stream is about once it's done with me. Like I'm a teacher. You can take me out of the classroom and I'm always teaching something, you know, and I'm teaching, and if anything, it's just like, I'm always wanting to help people become the best version of themselves, because that in turn is partly of my purpose, you know. I want to help people grow. I want to help people shine in their own light so that they can bring so much more joy and hope to the world, maybe long after my body is gone. Maslow hierarchy of needs. Okay, let me do that real quickly before I forget. What's up, jokers? How are ya? Maslow theory of this stuff. Okay, so let's look at this little picture. I don't need your cookies. Okay, gosh. Yeah, okay, fine. Oh, all right. So this big pyramid. Let's see what the big pyramid is. Get a big pyramid. All right. Why is it so small? Why are you so small, pyramid? Okay. So yeah, self-actualizing needs, self-aware personal growth. Yeah, that's where I'm at the top of that. This is all self-awareness and self-growth. You know, like I'm playing the piano. It's a small pyramid. It's you would know it. Physiological needs, food, water, shelter, warmth, security, safety, steady job, insurance, social needs, belonging, love, family, esteem, self-worth, the concept, and self-actualizing, self-awareness, personal growth. Yeah, I'm way up there. That's kind of funny. That's cool. Yeah. Hit a one extra step, self-actualize, which is what teachers, yeah. It's what we all do. I mean, It's kind of neat. Marker, you're awesome, dude. Count Dooku has a very, very important thing, so much that I have to change the song, and here he goes. And now, it's time for Count Dooku's Chat Thoughts. Featuring the words of Count Dooku on YouTube. Oh yeah. If a person weighs 99 pounds and eats 1 pound of nachos, are they now 1% nacho? Well, I could tell you, but that's nacho business. Thank you. And now we're in the sea of possibilities. What's up, Ramen? How are you? I'm feeling goofy and silly, which is good. We're getting pretty relaxed. Definitely going to be leaving within 7 or 20 minutes. I will either leave at 2 hours stream time or 2 hours Eastern Standard Time, 2 a.m. Because I'm tired. And I'm visiting my mom tomorrow. And I got to do some other stuff before that. But I feel good. That was awesome, Count Dooku. But I feel like I'm still supposed to be here for a little bit longer. So if you want to share something with the world or ask me questions about something that might just be what you need, feel free to ask. Sometimes I feel like I'm supposed to answer things. I would usually get these weird feelings when I was at bars drinking next to people. What's up, Olkam? How are ya? And a lot of times I would be right. When you clean a vacuum cleaner, don't you become the vacuum cleaner? Yes, you're a transformer. You're more than MCI. I'm having a wonderful today, Okan. Just playing a little piano and relaxing. Or answering questions about random silly things or random not silly things. Sometimes just happen. You're the vacuum cleaner. The cleaner of the cleaner. The cleaner of the vacuum cleaner. The vacuum cleaner's cleaner. Cleaner? Hardly even know her. Ba-da-bum. I was just feeling really peaceful for a minute. Judas Time says, I don't have a question, but I feel like putting it out there. You shouldn't hold back because of haters. The people that really care about you will appreciate it long after you are gone. For everyone. That's beautiful. Burger says, I love Bellatro. I wonder Les really liked what Judas Time said. What if you clean yourself after cleaning the vacuum? Then are you a vacuum cleaner? In the words of Kanye, I guess we'll never know. Oh, God, this is a great question that I invite to everyone else to answer. All right, so Count Dooku says this. If you had the opportunity to know the exact date, year, and month you would die, would you want to know? And if you did, would you live your life any differently? If I knew when I was going to exactly die, I wouldn't want to know. Because I already always feel that there's never enough time. But I've made so much more peace with there's enough time for me to do everything I need to do. There won't be enough time for me to do everything I want to do. But everything I need to do, there's always going to be enough time. And in a short time of the universe, everything that I know will be gone. Everything that I know won't matter. But I was a part of this, and there's some other thing that can see what we did or look at all of this in this reality, and maybe they'll come back to each one of us and be like, wow, these guys were all having some fun. What was going on? And they'll just see that we laughed and we created and we made up random dumb stuff. But I don't ever want to know when I'm gonna go. That makes me try to live in the moment as much as possible. Because I think people would just give up for a bit. And then what if they're wrong? You know? What if it re-rolls? And then it's like, oh, you're dying tomorrow. You know? And thank you, Burger. I appreciate that from before. Judas Time says, I'd be too paranoid. Yeah. I don't want to die. I'm having too much fun. But I know this body will cease to exist. So I try to make the most out of every day that I can. And that's why I feel so many weird, interesting things recently. And I don't know what it means, and I'm just going to be myself. That's all I can do. Marianne says, I wouldn't want to know. I think if you knew, you would spend all the time watching the day getting closer and not making the most of every day. I think that's part of it too. Because if you knew, there's like every time you got sick, you would hate yourself. And every time you needed a break because you were exhausted, you wouldn't, you know, what if you really push yourself and make yourself real sick, you know? It's kind of strange, you know? But yeah, we're going to go till 2 a.m., so 13 more minutes. And then if things are still really vibing, we'll go 222, but that'll be it, because I got to sleep earlier. Judas Time says, yeah, I keep finding more and more things I want to do in life. I wanted to get more time as it is, so knowing that, yeah. Pineapplist says, dude, I live 10 minutes away from you. Cool. Yay. But time is, I think that's one of the things I love, and that it was one of the deciding factors of when I left teaching early. I realized I was giving myself 7.5 years of time. And when I realized the time, I was like, nice. Was it eat, greet twice a week? That's what the signs used to say anyway. I haven't been there in a hot minute. I love this soda that my mom accidentally got. It's a 7-Up Tropical because it doesn't have caffeine, and that's perfect for right now because I need to get some sleep. But this whole week has been such a weird sleepy thing, so it's all good. Just Time says, thank you, Biggie Dude. That got Hootie and the Blowfish sucking in your head now. Oh, my hand. I'm the best dad I can. Now it's really stuck. Yeah, I totally understand that, Marianne Haney, yeah. Ramen says, I appreciate everything as much as possible in preparation for when I don't have it anymore. I'll have countless memories and know that I loved everyone and everything with no regrets about missing it. That's beautiful. Yeah. No, I know time. Oh, time. Yeah. Ramen says, or without not appreciating enough when I had it, knowing when I did. I've thought about just the self growth and the self work that I've done since I left teaching. I mean, the first year of it was just getting over the traumatic stuff, And now, like, I've encountered so many wonderful, like-minded individuals trying to help the world be a little bit better in their own way through music and arts and streaming and games and all sorts of cool stuff. And there's a bunch of us that I think are really making wonderful connections, and I think we help people make better use of their time. I think we help people find their voices and share their joys and make the world better in their own way. I think there's a bunch of people that are en route to something amazing for all of humanity, and so much of it is going to be so cool. I think I'm ready to see what happens in this next couple of, months, and I'm so excited to see what I get into. I've got some really neat ideas. I don't know how many of them will come to fruition, but I've got a lot of personal goals and some neat financial goals. And I'm so excited to go see a bunch of like-minded individuals again in 2 weeks at VidCon, and see some of the people that I've now seen since 2010, and still be a part of this space. Like, it's wonderful how much people really look up to me here too, because they know I've been here forever too. And it's like, and I've still kind of, always as a hobby. And that's probably why I have like a full semblance of sanity still-ish, mostly. But I see when other people really when they share deep things with the streamer that they like. I've seen lots of amazing things, and you know, there's so many times that the streamers, if they're newer, they may not understand how much that they can connect with a person or just relate to somebody's vibe or whatever, you know what I mean? And the stories that I have are so beautiful, and I'm so honored to have made such a lasting impression on so many people. It's ridiculous. And I'm honored and thankful for it, and I cherish it, you know? And it matters. It means something. Because it's cool. And that's why, like, when I do the swearing stuff on the album, it won't be on Biggie Dude. It'll be a different artist name. Kind of like, you know, you got Childish Gambino and Glover there. I can't remember his name right now. Donald Glover, right? I had that earlier today. This is also 2 hours in, and this is why I do this. So like my brain just gets so relaxed that I kind of forget things, because I'm always thinking about 5 to 7 to 9 things at once. Long term, short term, everything. And this helps me just forget. It helps me just be in this moment for a second or two. And it helps other people fall asleep sometimes. Today was strange because I had some things that were affecting my mom's up. Hi, Jess. How are you? Best friend. Best moments. How are you? How have you been? How's things in the Zealand of the New? Chris Gaines. I think I gotta go to 22222. I'm not done yet. I've been struggling with a lot, missing home, but I'm doing the best that I can. Thankful for another day. Well, I'm glad you're here. Like it's weird. Sometimes you feel like I'm every now and then it's like I know that I'm there for somebody, or I know that I needed to be a few minutes later to be there for somebody, you know? Here's a hint heart, Jess. Thank you. That's the Jess I met from WWE Supercard. I have a lot of cool Jesses in my world. That's kind of an awesome thing. Yeah. And thanks, Judas Time. I really appreciate that. I feel love. Just, I love who I am. I love me, and that's enough, you know? If I never with anyone else again, I'm truly happy with me. And every time I say it, I get this weird giggly feeling inside, like that knows something that I don't know, you know? Aw, Jess. Jess says, I'm straight crying my eyes right now. Aw. And it's really funny. I learned that if you say the word deck, but with a New Zealand accent, it sounds like the comic book character Dick Tracy. But when you hear people in the chat say, "Can you show me your deck?" And then you would hear Jess say it that way, it was always a funny laugh, and she's even laughing right now. That's why the boys liked you. I love that right now that the women right now in the TikTok chat, one is from Scotland and one is from New Zealand. It's like Biggie Dude worldwide. Let's go. Right, Judas time? Isn't it funny? I guess that's what it's showing. I don't know how the views thing is never working, you know? Who cares? Globally in my heart, no matter the distance. Aw, Jess, that's so kind. Jess wrote, globally in my heart, no matter the distance. That's so kind of you. I've met so many amazing people just because I decided to make some YouTube videos, which then turned into some streams, which then turned into an album. Yeah, buddy! Gaming and musical comedy, yeah, buddy! Yeah. Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of WWE Supercard. You know, it's just, and then I think of, you know, Jess is, the Supercard Jess, has gone through a lot. And, you know, you've shared some nice words with me in the past about that I've kind of been there when you needed it. And that was kind of awesome. And I'm thankful that you're still here and stuff. You know what? I think it was one of my only videos on YouTube was you coming in on my stream. Yeah. That was a fun day. It's crazy that some of these memories are just almost a decade ago, you know? It's so funny. Both lost our Papa Bears, yeah. It's 10 years, dude. Coming up in 6 months, it's 10 years. That's going to be a weird day. I'm probably going to be just fine, but it's going to hurt for a little bit. I know. Here's his 3 years in July. He's still crying, hold his clothes in his ashes box, so can't stop hurting. It gets better with time. I know it's nothing that anybody wants to ever hear. But the fact that you were able to share it, thank you, Jess. You never have to forget. I mean, I got a Biggie Dad emote, you know, for everything, you know what I'm saying? Burger says, I'm going to head on to bed sleep. I love you lots. See you around the B-Dude. I might have quit Supercar, but I'm not out of your streaming community. Hey, we know it. You're here. Love you, buddy. And thanks for being a part of this, and have a good sleepy sleeps and stuff. I'm starting to get nice and sleepy. I'll probably be in bed within an hour. Usually takes a bit to get enough to sleep, you know. Jess says, can I read that out loud? That one's a little bit more, I want to have your permission to read that one out loud. Jess. Nothing high? Okay. Your only plan is tomorrow's working 11 hours? Oh, cool. You get to sleep. Jess says, I know I held him till his last breath, and I wish I could just say I loved him one more time. Yeah. Like, when Biggie Dad passed, I was luckier than my sister was. I was there the day before, and he was laughing and everything, and it was a beautiful, beautiful day. And ironically, he collapsed while getting into the car to go to the hospital, to go for blood work and stuff. But it's still crazy. Oh, something happened. What the heck happened? I think something amazing happened. Thank you so much, Eximina, for following me. You're amazing. But, Jess says, I found my dad at home dying, called the ambulance, and 5 days later, oh no. When it was just you and him, there you let go. Yeah. That has to still hurt a lot. I can feel it. You know? Hi, Ashley, again. Feels like such a burden. Hi, Panda. My favorite Jess from New Zealand. I know that I have no power over you, and I never will, but I hope that you can find peace in knowing that he knew how much you loved him. And it's okay to let the pain go. You can keep the memories, but you can let the pain go if you think you can at this point. And remember, I'm just me. This is technically, I say this is all for entertainment purposes only, just because I'm not selling anything or trying anything, blah, 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 blah. Just protective BS, you know. But I've known you for 6, 7, 8 years, Jess. Yeah. Pana says, I've been having a time of it. Love sent. Yeah. Maybe I'm still supposed to be here for a little bit. I thought I was going to go at 2. I thought I was going to leave 4 times today already. Something feels like maybe I need to be here a little bit. Count Dooku says, all I have are voicemails left from the times I didn't answer the phone due to work for the weeks before he passed. When I was finally ready to chat, he was already gone. Oh, that's the worst, buddy. You can't blame yourself, though. You know? I love y'all. I'm so glad we're all here together. I'm so glad we're all alive. Shout out to all the lurkers, workers, and twerkers, and anybody that watches this on the VOD. Just, I love you too. You know? I know you, I could feel that you do, Count Dooku. Judas Time says, you're not ready to talk about the mom, but your heart goes out to all of us. Yeah. You're welcome, Jess. What if this is one of the things I'm supposed to do with my life? Just help myself first, then help others, and then think about all the people that everybody else can help if they want to. Because usually we kind of all do that, you know? Count Dooku says, thank you all for sharing. Yeah. Like, none of you have to, and I'm honored. And I feel peace. It's weird. But here I am. I feel peace. I'm gonna take a deep breath and clear my head. Because there's a lot of beauty in it and a lot of just memories I just need to let go for a second. Because I'm getting flooded and I just need to take a deep breath real quick. Hi, Jada. Jess says, beautiful memories, even the bad ones, shaped us to who we are. I've been forged by my hurt and pain. And something about me helps transmute pain into beauty or art or something. Hello, love. Hello, governor. Judas Time says, I do appreciate the sharing and hope a healing hand, nature, or whatever touches you. It can be a journey to heal from loss. It's always a journey. Through loss of a person or loss of ourselves. Like, and through a bad relationship or bad traumas or just a lot of stuff. We all go through it. Hi, Hannah. How are you? Jess says, you have shared everything with me today. I really needed that. Aw. You took that breath? So did I. Thanks, Hannah, for the follow. I appreciate you. Let's go. Jada says, pet loss is hard as well. Hugs and love at all. Yeah. Pet loss is, I mean, pets are family. That's how I've always felt that. Count Dooku says, I found WWE Supercard picture frames. Could you imagine putting a picture of Biggie Dad in one of those to honor the game he put forth in his game? That would be neat, you know? I have him on the stream all the time. He's right over there. I have physical cards, but they're like all somewhere else. They were actually made for me for a Christmas present. It's kind of cool. I feel like I'm at the beck and ask me questions. I feel like I'm supposed to help something somehow. I don't know what. I feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, and I want to maximize this for anybody that's here. I don't know. There's just love in my heart, and I just feel joy and good and whole. And I don't know. You brought the rain to the north. Dude, it was so cold today. It was like 50 and rainy. I needed potato chips, though. They didn't have the hint of lime ones, but I got some anyway. Some non-hint of lime ones. Jess says, "You have helped me today. It's like a reflection moment with music and love." And it's me playing the piano too. Some people say it sounds like Minecraft. Hey, it's me. Kantugu says, "Is Biggie Dad the one who inspired you to pursue music in my life?" No, actually. I had a lot of options because I was a pretty smart kid. Jess says, "You're living and fulfilling your purpose." I think I'm supposed to help people. Thank you very much. And I help myself a lot too, which is beautiful. And y'all help me a lot. It came down to I was either going to be a chemical engineer or a music teacher. And I thought, I'm having a beautiful life, Hannah. I hope that you are too. My mom was the more musically inclined. My dad could play the guitar and he could sing, sort of. But my mom was the one in church choirs and stuff, and that's what got me into singing and, all that, and performing and all that cool stuff. And then, I did all the musicals, and that was really cool. And I felt I wanted to do the one that was going to make me the happiest. And that was being a music teacher, because I always wanted to be a philanthropist. And I figured through teaching, that is sort of philanthropy in a way, and here we are. Now I'm officially a philanthropist, a poor one, but, Jada, thank you so much. Jada says, "You're a beacon of light. That's why I return. Your energy is effervescent." Somebody I really respect told me the other day that I'm like a ball of light. And that was beautiful. And I just thought that was so kind. What a wonderful thing. What a beautiful thing. Your brother's a chemist? That's so cool. But so like I finished in fifth in my class because I was smart, dude. Whatever. I was still kind of smart. I'm very smart. Who am I kidding? And I have the ability to process very, very complex things instantly. I'm freaking brilliant. I have to stop self-deprecating myself just to make other people feel good about themselves. But I don't have to be arrogant about it. That's the balance. You know what I mean? Anyways. I loved that career for 24 years teaching. But the 4 years after that are not even fully 4 years, like I saw like the other day and even today when I came back from the grocery store, they go till June 27th to this year at school. Last day of school is June 27th. I'm like, that's damn near Christmas, Oh, you're doing great, Hannah. You're welcome. We're basically just playing some music. I'm the one playing the piano. That's me. And the backdrop is just cool, and we're just having a relaxing thing. Hannah, I am streaming on Kick, where you are, Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. So there's times I'm talking to people, and not you. Oh, Jada says they are correct. You are a light in this world and never change. Well, we always change. It's just making sure that I refuel that light so that I can keep shining for myself first. And then I can shine for everybody else and help them shine as well. Like, you know, this, like if you're a candle and you take your flame and you see you're next to another candle that's extinguished, that candle can light that other candle, and then that candle is lit, and that candle can do it so forth and so on. And then we can just light the world. And then when our own candle falls apart or falls out, or we need to get a new candle, we can do that. Oh, Jess just says, you just refilled me today. You're amazing. We kind of do it. We kind of refill each other. But that's very, very kind of you to say. And you're welcome, and thank you. I feel so good right now. I was gonna leave like 4 times. I'm so glad I'm still here. I got a Kinder Bueno that I haven't even opened yet. Let's do that. Maybe we'll just stay for a while. We're in the galaxy. I don't understand. You ever just feel like you're supposed to be somewhere and you're there? I feel like I'm supposed to be here. I don't know anything. I'm just a guy. I'm just a goofy goober. Rock. Count Dooku. Texas tourist, Jada's Texas. Count Dooku says, I was thinking, Biggie dude, that when your friend passed so early that it must have felt like viewing a beautiful sunset at noon. You know, it's like I had talked to him. Somehow he got into Supercard for a little bit. And he bought somebody's account, I think. And he somehow got on the team, like, because he had a really good account. And then he got to talking, and he said something about, wait, there's not very many people that understand that. And it turned out it was my freaking friend from my school that he talked about like Magic the Gathering tournaments and going to see Fish concerts. It's like, wait, is this John? There's no freaking way. And it was. I'm like, how the hell? But he's gone now, you know? And I hadn't talked to him since 21, probably. I want to say it was right that summer when I had retired, I want to say. And it just, you know, it happens. You hate taxes, I do too. But every day is a beautiful gift, and all of us here tonight, I think we're gonna do good stuff. I don't know. Hey, Ryan Davis says just got back into Supercard. The game's changed so much since the last time. Jen Eric, hey, you got a cool name. You're drunk right now, but please let me show you a fire song. Oh, what's the name of the song? Is it Gnarly? Boba tea. Gnarly. Chicken Popeye. Gnarly. Fried chicken. Tesla. Gang gang. Gang gang. Hottie hottie. Like a baguette Takis. I'm the poop. I'm the poop. Thank you. Whole lot of love. I love that one. Is that Scratch and Sniff, or is that the other one? What's the AC/DC has some good ones here. Wax? Okay. Jada says, Pennsylvania is a beautiful state. I'm not going to look up anything on YouTube right now, but I will later. Thank you, though, Jen Eric. My name is actually Eric, so that's cool. I'm streaming on Kick, Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube right now, and I'm just relaxing. But thank you for that. I appreciate you. Let's go, Eric's. Like, that's where Big E comes from, because the college story, when I was a freshman at the Crane School of Music in 1992, there were 5 Erics, and we were walking in front of the auditorium, and somebody says, hey, Eric, C, just like yours right there. And 5 of us turned around, and the 4 of us were Erics with a C. 1 was with a K, but he was still pretty cool, so we let him be cool. And my friend Brian, still friends, and this is 33 years ago, almost 33 summers ago, because it was in July. And he said, you're big, you be Big E. And there it is. And the dude part was like, everybody would say, Big E, dude, how you been, dude? You were crazy at the bar last night. You were drinking. That girl was flirting with you, and, you know? And so, like, when I made my first email in, like, 1994 or 1995, I think it was 1995, it was Biggie Dude at AOL.com. It still exists, but it's mostly just spam, so you don't have to send me anything. I don't care. I don't look at it, so it doesn't really matter. Kantuku says, I think there should be Scratch and Sniff pop-up books. I think... I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I was going to be wrong. Jess says, I need to go make dinner, but thank you. I released a little, and it's a step. Jess, you take care. I hope you have a beautiful New Zealand night. AREK. I've seen that one, actually. I've seen Eric like that. ARIQ was my favorite. Like ERIQ, I've seen like Eric LaSalle from, he was an actor. Take care, Jess. Thanks for being you. But life is cool. And we all have cool things about us, you know? Eric, AIREC is how your ex spelled it. That's so interesting. Because you could change it around to Eric or Erica or Eric with an A after it. That's so fascinating. It's because it's like, it almost looks like a dyslexic way of writing it. I've seen somebody, Eric, it was Air, then Rick. It's his mother's name. It's an anagram. Erica. I get it. Or Ciara. This beat is automatic. Unless her name was Risa. Risa Roni? Was he from San Francisco? Was he a treat? Sorry, that was ridiculously stupid. Oh no. It was Erica, yeah. You're totally a genius. Well, I mean, that's what it's like I recognize patterns. I might be smart, but I got no girl, so who cares? No, right? No, I care. I'm great. But no, like I can figure it out. Swoon. That's so funny. I'm so happy though. And that's cool. Everybody, we're coming up to a place where you can get a free cookie in the digital void. It's not a real cookie, but it's free. So that's pretty awesome. I just got a weird feeling. I just got a really weird feeling. It's like a future feeling. And I was doing a stream just like this, and there was a bunch of people, and everybody was just happy. And somebody did something crazy. And everybody was even happier. And it was in a year from now. It was in 2026. It wasn't, I don't know. It felt like summer. I did look at the screen to see if I could get the image onto the screen. Because, like, you know, where it says June, I forgot what month it was, June 1st. But I didn't get it. But it felt like this is something that's going to matter to me in a year. This piano vibe thing that I do for myself first, and then I do for other people. And it feels like it's going to keep helping people help people, you know? I don't know. It feels ridiculous. I feel alive. I feel like I'm fulfilling some sort of higher purpose that I never knew that it was supposed to be. I still don't know exactly what it all is, but it feels like love and hope and humanity and just joy just flowing through my fingers and my face, you know, and just silly, goofy life. I'm so thankful for who I am. I'm so thankful that I've had the pains that I've had. I'm so thankful that I've grown from the challenges that I've grown from. You know, I'm so thankful that I've overcome a lot of the worthiness and abandonment issues. And so much of that has been in the last 5 months through this stream, you know? And I didn't really think it was a problem. I really didn't think it was something, but it's like I really deconstructed some of this stuff, like in a forced lightning type of way. But like healing myself that way, or like, I don't know. But like, I have no idea who this is going to matter to. And because there's a playlist that this lasts on YouTube, somebody could be watching this right now. Is June 1st, 2025. Somebody could be watching this in 10 to 15 years from now and feel like that I'm speaking directly to them. And you're going to have a great day, person in the future. You have the power to make it through this. You are loved by yourself first. And if you don't realize that you love yourself, you do. You're just having a bad day if you really, really don't know that. And if it's a lot more than that, remember, I'm just some guy on the internet from 20 years ago, maybe. That you'll never know. I could be dead by now, 20 years from now. I hope I'm not. I have so much to do. And I feel young. But anyways, to the future person, you're going to get through this. I believe in you because you're cool as heck. So don't forget that. Future person or video on demand person. The TikTok feed is like 3 or 4 seconds, and I looked right as like I was pointing at myself. And I was like, "Hey, that guy's funny. He's pointing right at me. you biggie dude. Oh yeah, well you." I just pointed at myself again. AI me gonna be unhinged? Yeah. I love how I adapted today. I love that I didn't think I was going to be here for that long. But I am. Don't give her any tequila. Noted. My alphabets have a secret message that says, "Ooh, Peter, those are Cheerios." I fixed your joke for you, Count Dooku. Everybody, I think we get one more hopes and dreams up there. In the middle of this little petri dish of life, there's a little cellular sun. And inside that cellular sun, there's a little dot with a capital P that rhymes with T and that stands for pool. I screwed that up. I don't care. Our hopes and dreams are always within us. I'd love to answer random silly questions or like deep thought questions, like rapid fire as possible. So feel free to. And remember, this is all for entertainment purposes only. But there's a lot of heart in what I do, so a lot of good vibes going along. This is really beautiful right now. There's just something peaceful about this second. I don't understand it. I guess I'm just one with everything right this second. I don't know. I just feel like I'm surrendering to the world and the universe and just letting it all happen. Whatever's supposed to happen, it's just gonna happen. I just have to trust in all of this, I guess. I don't know why. I don't understand what's happening right now. And that's okay. I just feel something more than myself and I don't understand what it is. And I feel like I'm not supposed to understand what it is right now. I don't know why. Maybe it's something that's coming. And maybe they're not ready yet. And maybe I'm not ready yet. And maybe I am. And maybe I don't know. It feels weird. I can't figure it out. And I love it. I just feel peace. But not just my own peace. More than myself peace. And here comes our hopes and dreams again. Oh my God, I just read what you said. Count Dooku said, bread is square, so why is sandwich meat round? I had to read that like Grimlock, the Dinobot from Transformers. I think it's because of the casing. It's just easier to put in a cylindrical thing than a... and some ham is like, you know... It's a great question, but I think it's because of the casing and the packaging of it. Feel a music box in my mind. And my non-existent daughter or somebody else's non-existent daughter is dancing in their room in the future or the past. Whatever it is, it's beautiful. And now we're in the sea of possibilities. And I think I've gotten to the point where I am actually going to leave soon. Well, we'll do the full theme and then we'll I feel so much peace right now. It's ridiculous. Thanks to everybody that's been here. I love y'all. And this has been another chill piano, deep voice, relaxing type beat stream show. My name is Biggie Dude, and this is the Sea of Possibilities. And I'm going to play the theme, and while I do that, on the way out, I'll play, when I'm playing the chords, type some stuff in the chat that you'd like me to read for the future people, or just something to remind yourself if you want to. And I love you all a long time. This is Biggie Dude. Thanks for coming to the stream. Everyone, this is what everybody has said in the chat right now. Count Dooku says, thank you for the stream. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Jada says, if I want to, I can. Signed, a girl who can, if she wants to. I like that. Judas Time says, thank you for a lovely night. Thank you for being here. Thanks for everybody. Thanks for all the wonderful gifts and subs, and anybody that listens to my music now on Spotify or whatever. Biggie Dude or LBK TV, Little Big Kids TV. And just thanks for being a part of all of our worlds together. Everybody on Kick, Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. Everybody that was lurking, working, or twerking. I love y'all. And here comes the last little chord. And may you find peace in your world today. And I'm going to go bye-bye now. Bye. I love you. You're a really nice person. Bye, Jada. Bye, Judas Time. Bye, Count Dooku. I love you. Goodbye. Bye, lurkers, workers, and twerkers. Bye, everybody that is invisible and chicken and cheese. Bye, cheese people. Okay, bye.